future?
Of course, but I don't think I can.
Why? Is it because you suck?
No, but it's because my family can't really afford it.
Oh, I'm sorry about that.
It's okay. But let's welcome Team 7 to talk about discussion on the effect of family income on teenagers' future development.
Hey, what are you doing?
I'm applying for universities in Singapore
Why do you want to study abroad? Is it better to stay here?
because it provides me with more educational resources.
Hey, that kind of remind me one of the goals in Sustainable Development Goals, which is number 4, to ensure inclusive and equitable quality education and to promote lifelong learning opportunities for all.
And this also leads to our topic today. Hello everyone, I'm Jonathan and this is my partner Elvis and Winnie. Our topic today is discussion on the effect of family income on teenagers' future development.
Are you guys interested into this topic? Or do you guys know how profound it is that a family income could actually affect on teenagers' future development?
If you don't know the answer to the questions, then listen carefully to this topic. Without further ado, let's get started!
So today's presentation basically covers 5 major aspects. We'll first introduce the general background and what motivates us to look into this topic.
Then we will move on to the literature review, what books and news do we refer to when making the case study.
After talking about literature review, we'll move on to the research objectives and the methods that we executed when doing the research and further analyze the questionnaires and the results.
Finally, we will provide everyone some solutions and come to a conclusion. So, are you guys ready?
Yes!
So, starting in a high school that consists of 4 departments, there are more than 7,000 students in Minda High School. As we're not all from different families, we do experience different kind of educational backgrounds.
Therefore, some conflicts are inevitable because we have different notions and come from different families.
Furthermore, this could lead to divergent developments on students' future. Some may study abroad, some may stay in Taiwan for universities, and some may work a part-time job while studying.
Nowadays, with lots of successful entrepreneurs showing how they become successful, people generally have a misnomer of how straightforward it is. However, we overlook the rest of the people, which are the majority, who couldn't complete the classes through learning.
According to the statistic from the World Bank, it is estimated that the number of people living in extreme poverty in 2022 lies around 657 million due to the infection and COVID-19 pandemic.
So that makes us reflect on what is the ultimate meaning of education. When we were young, teachers always told us that studying hard could lead to success. However, there are too many negative examples.
Therefore, it makes us introspect that whether or not is education equal enough. Because students from higher classes, they could enjoy more educational resources. Therefore, here comes the motivation of our research. In order to correspond with Sustainable Development Goals number 4, we want to look into this topic and further analyze the questions and provide some solutions.
Let's move on to the literature review. First is understanding the impact of family income on teenagers. According to the research, students from different families has different values and attitudes, which also causes obvious differences on their ability to learn.
Moreover, family income often reflect the resources and the opportunities that can be given to children and have a decisive influence on the academic achievement of children.
Next is the attachment and quality resources among adolescents due to different kind of family income. Because their family are short of money, their children have to work after school to support their family. Relatively speaking, they may spend less time on reviewing the schoolwork.
According to the research conducted by experts in 2017, the perception of inequality that comes with one's own socioeconomic background as inferior to others can have a sense of relative deprivation and lead to stress and frustration and ultimately poor physical and mental health, leading to falling behind in performance.
Furthermore, Families with low socio-economic status cannot let their children win at the starting point through tutoring prerequisite, and some of them may lose their confidence and finally give up their studies in the future.
Not only that, but parents with different socio-economic status will also adopt different strategies for their children. So, for middle-class family, they tend to have a well-grounded strategies for their children. On the other hand, for those families with low income, they tend to let their children form more naturally. Therefore, there are still some relationships and differences between family income and students' performances.
So through our research, we hope to understand the family income on the future development of adolescents and discuss the problems that caused by difference in family income. So to reach our objectives, these research adopted literature analysis and questionnaires to survey Taichung Mingdao's high school students' families' financial situation and the influence.
First of all, using literature survey to sort out the information that have been studied.
Next, we organize all of the questions that are relevant with our topic and make them into questionnaires and further send them to students from Mingdao High School. After receiving all of the replies, we unify and organize them.
Of the 105 respondents, 12th grader account for 56.2%, 11th for 16.2%, and the 10th grader for 27.6%.
So, according to the form that we distributed, we found that students from 10th to 12th grade tend to feel like family income is actually a major reason for whether or not students could have more educational resources. Because only high income family could afford such a high payments, such as bilingual environments and private high school for their students to learn in such a divergent atmosphere.
So when you look at this following questionnaire responses, you can see that students think these experiences are able to benefit them. And for low extracurricular learnings, most of them are connected with going abroad and cost money, such as Model United Nations.
On the other hand, students who didn't get these chances will start to feel a sense of inferiority to others due to teenagers' comparison psychology. Also due to that, envy and disputes will also start appearing.
In addition to this, most students prefer school to offer more chances such as educational travel, inter-school exchange, and battalion.
So what are the solutions to the problem?
In addition to guarantee quality education, lots of universities prioritize admissions for students in disadvantage.
In addition, the Minister of Education also launched the School Actualization Program for high school students to raise their competitiveness.
So one quintessential example within this program is international literary education. So within this curricular design, students are more exposed to international education such as Model United Nations, Sustainable Development Goals, and have the opportunity to exchange and share their ideas with foreign students. We're firmly convinced that since the domestic agencies here in Taiwan could not raise every household income, what universities and governments can do is try to let those disadvantaged students have the same opportunities as the normal students. So, in conclusion, based on all of the aforementioned survey that we conducted, we found that the relationships between students' performances and family income are actually very, very inseparable.
Hence, students' future development largely depends on family income. Without their financial support, what students can do is actually limited.
So after our presentation, we hope you have better understanding on this issue.
We believe that if the entire society worked together to reduce the impacts that family income have on their children, every student could enjoy the same prosperous future. And here are references. Again, my name is Elvis.
I'm Winnie.
I'm Jonathan.
Thank you very much for your attention, and we wish you a wonderful day.
Of all the topics being presented today, I think yours is the most serious and likely to be the most honest, I think. Okay, because you guys are all students of a private high school, which is known to be more expensive than public schools. Okay, so my question for you is that if you are again, the president of Taiwan or the minister of education, how would you or what would you do to sort of compensate this reality? Because the reality is, in a capitalist society, the more money you have, the more opportunities you have. All right. So if you're from a poor family, of course you can study harder. However, your resources and your opportunities are inherently limited, more limited than people from richer families. Okay, so in terms of government policies, what do you think can be done to sort of lessen the seriousness of this inequality?
So for me, I feel like, because nowadays lots of universities have like prioritized the admission for disadvantaged students, just like we previously mentioned. And this is like very crucial and very big step for the universities here in Taiwan to do. Because before that, people generally like feel like, oh, education is like equal, so every student could enjoy the same rights. But it's actually not, because some people could win at the starting point through like prerequisites or tutoring. But so I feel like if I am the president or like a minister of education, I would still keep moving on towards the admission prioritizing part, because this is like the most important thing for me personally.
And for me, I would, if I'm the Minister of Education, I would like promote the program. Like as a student who do the research of this topic, I feel like some of the project that I have never heard before. So if I am the Minister of Education, I will promote those program and yeah, for students, not only for school but also students.
And for me, the same as they too, because it's a big step for university and school. So if I'm a president or like a Minister of Education, also I will provide more sources to help or to give to the students in disadvantage, because it's not just one day or 1 month. We need years and years through it.
Oh, and apart from that, we would also like to, I know that nowadays like lots of extracurricular activities that will be much more cheaper for the disadvantaged students, as long as you have the evidence to prove that you're a disadvantaged student. And this is like, this should be like bigger, more generalized, because I know that lots of like modern nation conferences or battalion, they have to have this problem. Do have these rules and systems for those disadvantaged students, and this should be wider in the future.
And my question is personal to each of you. Are you from a rich family, and how the data inspire you?
For me, I feel I'm not the rich family, but my family are capable for me to be a Mingdao High School student. And for me, through this topic, I just know, for me, I just understand more for programs for disadvantage. But
it's a bit emotional. That's good.
So for me, I'm definitely not born and raised in a rich family, but I feel like my parents are just capable of like doing anything that I want. For example, like go on a study tour or to like explore myself during this my learning journey. So I feel very like fortunate to being born in this family. And regarding what I have been inspired, I have to say that because before that, I don't really understand more lot about disadvantaged students. But after this program and all of the survey that we conducted, we feel like, oh, this is something that the entire society have to face up and to solve the problem. Because learning is like, learning is supposed to be the way for you to comfort your classes. But like this phenomenon, just like very, very prevalent and ubiquitous. So yeah, here's the problem. And this is something I've been inspired.
And also, for me, the more I know about this topic, the more treasure and that I have these opportunities and chances that I have.
And for me, I'm not growing in a rich family, and my family doesn't have a high income, but I feel lucky because my parents support all I want to do, like going to private school and go to battalion or even go abroad to study. But in the place I grow, I have met a lot of friends. They have low income, or they can't even affordable for their eating, or they survive. So I think it should be it's very serious to it should be more to like give more sources, or like more things for them, and so you can let them to do what they really want to do, but not just because of their family income or because of money, and they can do what they want.
And also mentioned about like the disparity between the rural area and the metropolitan area. Because I was born and raised in Nantou, but ever since I was like in junior high school, the entire family moved to Taichung. But back in elementary school, I found out that like lots of teachers, like for example, I'm art teachers, but I'm also math teachers, Chinese teachers, and this is like the inequality among educational resources, and this is like what governments have to do and have to counteract the problem.
Good. Thank you.
记录证。